Reproductive Child Health Programs Phase 2 is implemented in 1st April 2005. The major objectives of Phase 2 reproductive and child health programs are reduce the maternal and child morbidity and mortality rates in rural areas by using various number of strategies including essential obstetric care, emergency obstetric care, and strengthen the referral systems. These are the various types of strategies used for implement the both mother and child health. The major objectives of phase 2 reproductive and child health programs are reduction in morbidity and mortality rate related to mothers, infants, children having below 5 years age, and improvement of adolescent health and control of reproductive tract infections and sexually transmitted diseases. It includes various strategies by essential obstetric care provided by appointment of more number of ANM staff up to 3 to 4 members for working 24 hours duty at PHCs and community health centers by clockwise direction and presence of skilled attendants at birth like trainee doctors, ANMs, and other staff members, and also appointment of ANMs and staff members for if in case of any emergency. Emergency obstetric care by providing first referral units and also presence of skilled attendants at birth are used to provide obstetric care in emergency cases. Emergency obstetric cares are involving providing 24 hours delivery services at normal and assisted deliveries and also providing cesarean sections services, newborn care services, emergency care services to the sick children, and providing laparoscopic services for permanent family planning methods, maintaining safe abortion services, treatment of sexually transmitted infections and reproductive tract infections, blood storage facilities, essential laboratory services, referral services. Emergency services including the various number of strategies. The first referral units are most commonly used for providing the following facilities. A minimum bed strength is having 20 to 30 and also fully functional operation theater and also maintaining fully functional lab room and also a room equipped with newborn care services in the ward and also maintaining the functional laboratories and 24 hours supply of water and electricity, arrangement of waste disposal and ambulatory facilities provided at first referral units. By strengthening the referral systems at panchayati levels and also referral the various types of schemes. There are new initiatives are implemented in research, reproductive and child health programs are providing training to the MBBS doctors in handling anesthetic skills for 6 weeks, 16 weeks training and also providing and establishment of blood storage facilities at first referral units. Another important program implemented under reproductive and child health programs are Janani Suraksha Yojana scheme. The Janani Suraksha Yojana is a safe motherhood interventions implemented by National Rural Health Mission. The major objectives of Janani Suraksha Yojana is to reduce the maternal and infant mortality rate and also promoting the institutional delivery of pregnant women. These Janani Suraksha Yojana schemes are implemented in all states and union territories and especially implemented in low performing states. Janani Suraksha Yojana was launched in April 2005. It can modify the National Maternity Benefit Scheme. It can be implemented in 1995. The it is a centrally sponsored scheme under the National Rural Health Mission. It is providing benefit of cash assistance to the institution care during antenatal delivery and also providing immediate postpartum care. These cash benefit can be given to the all women present in the rural areas and also urban areas and also persons living in the below poverty lines and also women having 18 years above. The major objective is providing institutional care among the women in below poverty level families. Janani Suraksha scheme providing cash assistance to the institutional levels by low performing states and high performing states. In rural areas, low performing states giving mother packages is 1400 rupees, Asha package is 600, total is 2000 rupees. In rural areas, high performing states providing 700 rupees for mother packages, 600 rupees for Asha packages, total 1300 rupees is provided in rural areas. In urban areas, 1000 rupees for mother package, 400 rupees for Asha packages, and total 1400 rupees for providing in low performing states. For high performing states, 600 rupees for mother package, Asha packages including 400, total 1000 rupees is provided in urban areas. These are the cash benefits provided to the at institutional care. Eligibility for persons providing cash benefit. In low performing states, the women who are delivery in government hospitals up to 3 live births. In high performing states, ST and below poverty level women having 18 years age and also providing first 2 live births and also providing subsidy up to 1500 rupees for cesarean sections. It is can be done in government hospitals or government specialists. Janani Suraksha Yojana is a cash assistance with delivery and post-delivery care. By implementation of Janani Suraksha Yojana scheme, providing up to 47% in 2007 to 8, it can be increases up to 78.9% in 2015 to 16. The number of Janani Suraksha Yojana beneficiaries are also increased from 7.359 lakhs in 2005 and increases average 1 crore in the financial years. In current financial year 2019 to 20, about 75.7 lakh number of people are providing cash beneficiary under the scheme of Janani Suraksha Yojana in all states and union territories. Another scheme is Vande Mataram scheme. Under this scheme, it is a voluntary scheme. Under this program, obstetricians or gynecology specialist or veterinary home or nursing homes, and trainee doctors. He is volunteer to providing services or lady doctors to provide reproductive and maternal care services to the women's. Those who are doing this voluntary works, there are display a Vande Mataram logo at their clinics. By these clinics, there are providing iron, folic acid tablets, and oral pills. TT injections can be provided at free of cost. If in case of any emergency, they are referred to the high level or near community health centers or government hospitals. Another is safe abortion services provided by distribution of mifepristone or misoprostol tablets are using manual vacuum aspiration methods for taking abortion. Safe abortion services are implemented in India due to 8.9% of maternal deaths are occurs in India due to lack of safe abortion services causes severe complications. By implementation of two facilities to provide safe abortion services, including medical method of abortion. In this method, two type of tablets, mifepristone and followed by misoprostol, can be taken under the supervision of RMP or lady medical doctors. Second method or facilities are manual vacuum aspiration. It is introduced by Department of Family Welfare. Manual vacuum aspiration is a safe and simple technique for termination of pregnancy in the early stages. It can be done at primary health centers or other permitted centers. It can be done by only practitioner persons only by reducing the complications occurring due to unsafe conditions. Another one is Village Health and Nutrition Day. It can be implemented in every month at Anganwadis for antenatal and postpartum care, promote the institutional delivery, health education, immunization, family planning services, and nutrition services can be implemented in every month at Anganwadi centers. Maternal death review. It is a process in which deaths are occurs due to maternity conditions are identified. In this method, pregnancies are tracking immediately by capacity building, providing trained programs for all category services providers like training of MBBS doctors in life-saving anesthetic skills and also providing emergency obstetric care including cesarean sections, training of nurses and ANMs in skilled birth attendance, training of medical officers in comprehensive abortion care, and also 1,352 doctors are trained in emergency obstetric care, including cesarean sections, and also 1,862 doctors are trained in life-saving anesthesia skills. 69,760 staff nurses and other persons ANMs are being trained in skilled birth attendance. Next one is maternal and child health wing under National Rural Health Mission. It can be implemented in the branches by establishment in district hospitals, district women hospitals, and sub-district hospitals and community health centers, first referral units by establish the 100, 50, and 30 bedded wings or branches in their respective areas for to overcome the loading of high number of pregnant women's cases. There are 470 dedicated maternal and child health wings are established. More than 28,500 additional beds are sanctioned in the 18 states by providing skill labs to strengthen the quality of capacity building of different cadres of services provided by training at skill labs in the established in various states and also providing quality assurance guidelines with implemented in all states. These guidelines can be indicated in the step-by-step process to maintain the minimum standards for providing high quality of services. Next one is mother and child tracking system to catch every pregnant woman and every neonates and infants for providing antenatal care, intranatal care, postnatal care, and immunization services. The pregnant women and neonates are tracked by name by development of a web-enabled mother and child tracking system (MCTS) system. It can be implemented to register the pregnant women details, neonates, infants, and child by name for providing various quality services including antenatal, intranatal, postnatal, and immunization services. Up to March 2014, 6.2 crores women and 5.17 crores children are registered under mother and child tracking system. There is a new initiative prevention of TPH through community-based advanced distribution of misoprostol by ASHAs and ANMs launched in districts that are having high home delivery rates. This is the another new initiative under MCTS. There are another scheme developed in areas Janani Sishu Suraksha Karyakramam JSSK. Janani Sishu Suraksha Karyakramam. The government of India launched the Janani Sishu Suraksha Karyakramam on 1st June 2011. This is the benefit pregnant women access the government facilities for their delivery. Under this scheme, there are providing free drugs, diagnostics and blood transfusion services and also providing free delivery or cesarean sections and also providing free transport services to the pregnant women from home to the hospitals and hospital to the home. These facilities are implemented under Janani Shishu Suraksha Karyakramam. It can be implemented in 1st June 2011. It can be make to all deliveries are provided at free of cost by supplying drugs, consumables, diets, diagnostic products, blood transport, and providing free of care to the sick newborn children. There are new initiative programs are developed by under Janani Shishu Suraksha Karyakramam. There are Ministry of Health and Family Welfare develop a new scheme that is seeking of newborn peoples, providing completely free and cashless services to the pregnant women, and also providing normal deliveries and cesarean operations, and also providing services up to children's having 30 days. This program is implemented in both rural and urban areas. By providing pregnant women, there are free and cashless delivery, cesarean sections, drugs and consumables, diagnostics, diets, blood, user charges, and transport from home to the health institutions, and transport between facilities in case of referral, and also free drop back from institution to the home after 48 hours stay. These are the various services provided to the pregnant women. These are the various services provided under Janani Suraksha Karyakramam to the sick newborn children's free treatment, free supply of drugs and consumables, free diagnostic kits, supply of blood and other user charges, free transport from home to the health institutions, and free transport between facilities in case of referral, free drop back from institution to the home. These are the